Hey y'all, how y'all doing today? Sorry, I had to take a little breather, but I got some heavy energies amongst me today. It's been kind of a peculiar day today, so let's go ahead and get this thing. Let's go ahead and get this party started. I don't know why, but somebody, I don't know who it is that I'm channeling. Your spirit guys lit as shit. They had me like all day in like good moods. They just so lit, so open, but you ain't open to them. So I need you to open up a little bit. I just did a message like that. I think it was like about 2 days ago. It was in regards to opening up your heart to the world today. I don't know who sing that song, but it's like some old ass crew that sing that song. Like, I don't know. I remember looking at that album cover. They had on like little baby tees and shit like that, crop tops and shit like that. You know, like, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. I don't know who energy this is. It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood today, honey. I should have put on my sweater. Be out here looking like Mr. Rogers, but we ain't gonna do it like that. So, Luscious Lucius is lurking. Divine Feminine seemed to be in her energy of developing her own spirituality. Slight insecurities, however, the appearance of her personality is really outweighing it all. If I was Divine Feminine, there's not really too much advice that I can tell her, because her intuition is totally different than what my spirit guides would give me within the clarity within my intuition. We really need to really learn how to we need to learn how to mind our own spiritual business when it comes to other people's business, because all the tools that they need is within them. They just need to learn how to dig deep and figure it out for themselves. So part of what it is I'm trying to say to you is you need to learn how to get a little bit familiar with your gifts. I don't know who you are, but you tiring, child. You real tiring on my soul. Let me tell you, honey, you be all over me like a cheap suit. I'm over you. Okay? I don't know how many more times I need to tell you, but let me tell you, you need to get this shit together, okay? You need to figure out some organization, some stability, somehow where you can get familiar with your spiritual gifts, because there's an amazing message within this clarity, right? Somebody divine masculine saying, I'm sick of this shit. That was heavy energy coming from that call. I don't necessarily think that's a divine feminine energy. I necessarily think that that's all divine masculine. That's divine masculine, his karmics. He's not happy where he's at. But he can't seem to get it right because of the people that he's attached to, his new attachment of friends. They encourage him to vicariously live through them, even though they might seem like they have a little bit more. Believe it or not, divine masculine is more abundant than who it is that he's pretending, who it is that he's putting this mask on for. He's way more abundant. But he's so lost into his power. So this is the deal. A lot of times we don't understand the significance of these relationships, and these relationships be like twin flames, soulmates, soul ties, spiritual bonding, spiritual merges. Soulmate. They be so freaking serious, like serious. They be serious, and you don't be understanding these other. You be like, why does mofo keep playing with me? No, he ain't playing with you. You playing with yourself. So the thing is, a lot of times we keep forgetting, we as the feminine, we are way stronger than the masculine. We the ones who nurture the masculine. The masculine is already operating in feminine energy. He was nurtured by a feminine. So he's already operating in feminine energy. It's up to us to kind of balance that energy between him in order to let him know, look, these are clear lines of how this is going to go. Because right now, divine masculine is so codependent on you, honey. You think you about to leave, huh? He about to figure out a way to trap your ass. Real quick. Let Let me go ahead and pull out another card, though. I'm going to let y'all live great. You know what? It's been this red J for about the past couple of days that just keep coming into the front door of my door. I swear that thing just be like, hey, I'm here. Somebody has, it's a male that has passed. Maybe not recently, maybe 5 years, but an anniversary is coming up recently, if not has already passed. This male is sending you messages. This male is sending you downloads. This male is trying to get your attention so much that you're just not hearing them. Whatever happened between you and this male, this is not a family member, by the way. So I don't know who divine masculine I'm speaking to. This male is somebody that you both had an enduring love for each other, but was never able to speak of that love. This male is actually protecting you. This divine to know who this male is, divine feminine, you was recently, if not you, a child that you are attached to. It might be a niece, a sister, a cousin. It's a child that you attached to was in a horrendous accident. This male is protecting you and your inner circle, or whoever it is that is introduced to trauma, pain, or hurt. Because this male gonna make sure that y'all break these generational curses. Whoever this male is, this is a male that loves you unconditionally, but was never able to really express that love to you. And they here to let you know that they are here, okay? I don't know who this male is, but you know what? And this goes crazy because for a couple of days, I have been like challenging like a lot of these messages. And Scorpio, Leo, Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius. These are the energies that's like attacking me. But you know what? It was all reading into like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So we gotta be careful of the energies that we sit here to attract, because a lot of them is coming to us in a cross watcher. So you might be getting the Gemini, but it might be necessarily a Libra that's being, like you gotta really be careful of these things right here. So let's keep on going. Let's keep the pilot going. Child, these neighbors looking at me like, child, this thing is crazy as cat shit. No, I ain't. I got short-term belief, trust the process. Short-term beliefs are crossed out. Somebody having second thoughts. Apparently, somebody thought that the grass was green on the other end and it didn't work out in their favor. It don't be no fun when the rabbit got the gun sometimes. I be trying to tell people, sometimes you gotta really think about the consequences and the actions of what it is that you occurring, because a lot of that time, it ain't no fun when you gotta get that shit done upon yourself, okay? Truest form. That's somebody twin flame is like reaching out to them. You know what? Somebody else twin flame is like, I'm sick of this. So whoever this divine feminine that I'm talking to, your twin flame is operating in the truest form. I think in the past that in the past, you and this divine masculine had an unbreakable bond. A bond like no other. You met this divine masculine at a time where he had to end everything in order to deal with you, because you just wasn't going to deal with the karmic debt on his hands. You just wasn't going to deal with that. So this divine masculine in turn gave you what it is that you needed to progress. This divine masculine wasn't ready for you though. So where you were, you was actually having your spiritual awakening. He wasn't even there. He was just a peasant trying to learn how to do this. He was just a peasant in this realm. He just found himself in this realm. And for real, the divine masculine that you're dealing with is a little bit higher level than the peasant. He just masquerading as a peasant. And this divine masculine is fucking powerful. His energy coming in like, oh, you got me fucked up. Where I'm going in real life. I say that all the papers almost flew out in real life. I'm going to shuffle some more of these cards. We can go ahead and see what it is that we're dealing with. But this divine masculine, he's not this peasant that he's masquerading, and he's actually stronger than that. He might be a warlock. You know, a warlock and an earth angel, that's almost like, how the hell y'all get together? You know, it's like one of them, like, it's like a doctor and a janitor, honey. Them levels don't even meet, but whatever. You treat the janitor how you treat the CEO, however you want to look at it. You know what I mean? Whatever. So it's like one of those situations. But this warlock, believe it or not, is more powerful than the divine masculine, than the divine feminine. This warlock, believe it or not, is more powerful than the divine feminine. In order for this warlock to heal, divine feminine have to do the inner work. That's how he's attached to her energy. He don't heal unless you do the inner work. This is a lifelong attachment. This is a soul mission, honey. Y'all done been through. So the thing is, we don't be realizing that we spiritual beings living the human experience. This ain't the first lifetime we done lived in. Some of us be having a wisdom. And you notice how you be looking at some of these young kids and you be like, damn, they got an old soul. No, they don't. Their asses been here before. I'm about tired. They grown asses too. You know what I mean? Be like one of them types of situations. But whatever. Yeah, you be like, these kids got an old soul, and it don't be that. It just be that sometimes the things that you wasn't able, because you have a soul contract. If that soul contract are not completed, you gotta go through that cycle again. This divine feminine that I'm talking to, this the last of your cycle. You like, fuck that. I'm breaking generational curses. I ain't doing this with you. But your divine masculine also like, if we doing this together, who you think you leaving behind? Baby, I keep trying to tell y'all, this little healing, this catalyst of healing ain't all about you. This be about your divine feminine most of the time. Most time it be about your divine masculine, or most times it be about your divine counterpart. Whoever it is you dealing with. If you are a woman dealing with a woman, whatever it is that you dealing with, it's your counterpart. Okay. Oh, loyalty. Kendrick Lamar, Loyalty. Whoever need to hear that song, look it up. That song just popped in. So your divine masculine is basically letting you know loyalty. I mean, how much can you stamp that? Because your divine masculine, you know, look, I'm here. I'm loyal. How you gonna play that? These mosquitoes are tearing my ass up. Let me tell y'all that. Honey, these mosquitoes are tearing me up. God damn. Divine timing, folks. Divine timing. I don't think people be really understanding what that divine timing is. You know, I remember first going to my spiritual awakening. I had to been like, I've been going through this for a minute. I was in my late 20s. I ain't a young soul, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. You see this little, you see my shirt? This is my superpower. Even though this is my birthmark, but that's my superpower, y'all. But I be telling people that now, because it's like the older I get, the brighter that shit get. Like it used. I remember, y'all. I was like 10 years old. I'm like, why I got a bald spot right there, girl? It used to be a whole bald spot right there. I ain't lying. But anyway, I be telling people this is my superpower. But anyway, a lot of times we don't be realizing that divine timing it was already within us. Everything what you going through with your masculine is really nothing on a 5D, because you running shit. You You're so much powerful than your masculine. Like, your masculine, he only acting like this because you're in this illusion of a 3D. You don't understand your worth. You have not made it quite through. You're there, but you ain't at that peak of ascension where you like, shit, I'm here. Play with me now. This beam of protection around me ain't gonna let no spiritual manipulations or attack against me. Huh? How you gonna carry this? You know what I mean? That's how that be. Simple as that. That's how that be. Straight like that. So divine timing is more so like it's kind of like you finding your peak. You finding where you belong. You finding like, look, this my soul tribe. This where I belong. And even if it ain't your soul tribe, you gonna make your soul tribe one way or another. So you might be getting downloads. You might be seeing certain signs that you ain't seen before. Look for the beauty within those signs. Look for the message, the clarity within those signs. Sometimes just take a deep breath and be like, man, I ask that the universe open up a little bit of clarity for me to understand what it is that I'm seeing right now, or what it is that I'm experiencing right now. It's the love language of communicating with the universe. When you say I feel, that's ego. When you say I am, that's the universe. You're affirming to the universe, man, I am here, I'm ready, and I'm willing. Teach me. So when you speak certain affirmations of like, I need clarity, I need help, make sure that you put I am. I'm learning to trust the process. I'm learning to navigate this journey. I am in divine timing. I am being divinely led. It's certain ways that you gotta communicate with the universe in order for the universe to have your back, honey. Because the universe can't have your back if you can't communicate with them. Because they don't know what the hell you talking about. We got action. Hello, that's somebody. Hold up. Let me. You know what? Let me go back a little bit more. Somebody. So first card was Luscious Lucius is lurking. Somebody twin flame is lurking. When they say Luscious Lucius, twin flame is in his karmic energy. He like, fuck all that. I'm single, ready to mingle. I love her. I know she ain't gonna go nowhere, but I gotta get this out of my system. So let me go ahead and work this out how I need to work it out. That's Luscious Lucius, okay? Ain't nobody got time for him or Dirty Dan. Let them be where they are, okay? Until they get their healing together. Because the thing about their healing only comes when you do the inner work. But you gotta do the inner work first before they able to heal and gravitate towards you. Understanding you want Luscious Lucius love, honey, but Luscious Lucius ain't thinking about you, your love, or nothing else. He's thinking about those adventures, okay? Let him be where he's at. That's his spiritual business, man. Your spiritual business, okay? Let there be light. Let there be light. Somebody's spirit guy's like, shit, we letting y'all know what Luscious Lucius out here doing. I mean, you gonna forgive him anyway, so go ahead and get that shit out of there. You can be hurt as when you want to be, but look, get over. He ain't going nowhere, because he's coming back in real life. He's coming back. Luscious Lucius, that type of creep. I don't know why I just look like that, but Spirit was trying to tell you, whoever that is, whoever this is I'm talking to, y'all resonate with everything that I'm saying. You're going to resonate with the books. You're going to resonate with all that. So make sure that you like, share, subscribe this message. I don't care what it is, how it is that you do. If you're in the Washington, D.C. area, you're more than welcome to come to my clinic and see about the girl. Ooh. Meditate on your thoughts. So this divine feminine that I'm talking to, she over it. Honey, she's sick and tired of being sick and tired. She about sick of you. Divine masculine. In real life, she about sick of you. I don't know why, but I'm just on this book. Like, this is my whole layout when I think of his ass. I don't even know who this is that I'm thinking about, but that's whoever it is. So whoever it is, you tiring. I'm telling you, divine masculine, she about sick of your ass. You tiring, honey. You tiring her out. You just need to get your shit together, figure out what it is that you want. But the thing is, this is what divine, I'm only speaking with divine feminine the same. Clarity on what divine feminine need. He ain't ready for you. Where you at in life, he will break you. You ain't ready for him. You both got some learning, some experience to do. Regardless of how strong you are compared to him, you ain't ready for him. You still got some learning to do. You still got to navigate this spiritual journey. Part of your navigation of this spiritual journey, as long as you do the inner work, he's going to gravitate towards you. Stop getting, the thing about law of attraction is we got to get out this energy of, I want him. I want this. I want that. I want this from him. No, get out that energy. Let go. Gravitate towards whatever your goal is, whatever your, and it just started raining as I was saying that. This divine feminine need to hear this. You're going through a cleansing process. You really need to do some serious energy cleaning. When I say energy cleaning, you really need to speak affirmations of love to yourself, not for anybody else. Right now, it's time for you to put you first. You stretch yourself too thin to the point where you're just depleted. Baby, you are depleted. I need you to go ahead and rely on your guides, your intuition, and your thoughts. Your thoughts are not steering you wrong, honey. What you think is that exactly what it is that's happening. You're going through a whole awakening. Wake up to this illusion, okay? That's what your spirit guys just said to you real quick. Divine masculine is telling you that your love is different. I just sat here and told you that you need to go ahead and get into that radical self-love. Child, divine masculine, his karmic is depleting you. Karmic know that she wrong, so she's pulling in on this energy of how is it that I can make it right with divine masculine so that he don't leave me, because I done manipulated this whole thing with divine feminine. Now they at that bridge. They trying to figure out how they gonna deal with this. And you know what? I was picking up an energy yesterday that a divine masculine had a family in hiding. Somebody's pretending to be pregnant. Yeah. So whatever it is that you're dealing with, it's just a karmic illusion. She's using every tactic to hurt you. This might be a friend. This might be is somebody a friend of a friend or whatever. But this person, they have an attachment to them that don't like you. In real life, they ain't hating. They just don't like you. It be like that sometimes. You know what I mean? Like that shit be. Like, fuck them. So, they don't like you. So, with that being said, you need to let divine masculine go through this. He gonna come back to you. But you need to let him go through this. You don't stay into that. You don't get into the middle of the day. You let him see you crystal clear for what it is. Because at the end of the day, he played himself thinking that he played you. He seriously played himself thinking that he played you. And I only say that because divine masculine was so busy trying to be slick out here, because he got his little friends telling him, yeah, go ahead and do this, go ahead and do that. Man, it's plenty fish in the sea, but their friends, their wives busted up. They basic looking at everything, honey. Their wives like 200 pounders and more. Like, they ain't putting no emphasis into their looks. They ain't doing that. And I ain't knocking nobody. Look, I ain't the girl up here ain't looking like no beauty queen, but you can see that the girl keeping up with what she need to keep up with, okay? So, with that being said is, you gotta be, so the thing about taking advice from people is you gotta really look at the people and look at the dynamics of their relationships in order to take advice from them. Because what they showing you might not be vicariously what it is that they dealing with. Peep that. I got Scorpio energy here, honey. I don't know who this is. So if you're ruminating in the Scorpio energy, 9 times out of 10, you're a Leo moon or you are an Aquarius sun. So we talking about Leos, Aquarius, and Scorpios. Yeah. You dealing with a divine masculine that's attached, honey. You're now feeling the burden of, so this is a cross watcher reading that I'm getting. Whoever it is, this energy, your divine masculine, he's energetically attached to a Scorpio cross watcher. If not, she got a water, she might be a water sun sign, but she's definitely a fire moon. She's spicy, honey, and she more so spicy in a karmic avenue in regards to how can I keep him detached from this true feminine, because she knows how much she loves you. She can feel it. She feels it because she's basically at that breaking point to which she's about to turn over her new leaf into being from a karmic to a divine feminine. So I keep telling y'all, it's levels to the spiritual awakening. So all of us are not meant to be karmics for a lifetime. A lot of times we learn our life lessons through these soulmates and through these twin flames. Twin flames you might get once or twice out of your lifetime. Soulmates come so many times, because your soulmate could be platonic, it could be so many different things with that, so many times. But when it comes down to it, to who it is that you really marry, is normally your karmic who hurt you, your twin flames who try to make it up, and your soulmate who makes sure that y'all working to y'all soul mission. And it could be in different layers. It could be different person, same person, different person. You know, it could be in different layers. So it all depends on how it is that they go. But union. This flame that I'm talking to is in union. She's about to, you're currently in separation with your twin flame. I don't know why, but I'm hearing insignificant. He crossed the line this time. Oh, honey, he done pushed the envelope this time. Oh, Mr. Man been throwing shows. Honey. So what I'm getting is that there's a sense of insignificance, almost like you're beneath him. You're not good enough. Level up, level up, level up. Sierra. Ah! I don't know why, but I just hear that. So that's all I'm going to say to that one. Level up, level up, level up. At the end of the day, you talking about something, you're not good enough, child. You got these people out here breaking you to emulate your energy. And you feel like you're not good enough. You just don't understand your worth yet. And I can't sit here and teach you the power of your love. That's something that you got to teach yourself. I can only teach you how to get to the healing in order to understand the power of your love. That's how that come in. You see how that work out full circle. So let's go to this. Lack of accountability is detaching from her in you. Yeah, your divine masculine is indeed with a karmic. I keep telling y'all, I don't know why, but this karmic is seriously like, she trying anything that she can use to keep a hold of your divine masculine. She's doing. And for some reason, pregnancy, fertility is one of the things one of the themes that is being used in order to keep your divine masculine in this 3D. Baby, let me tell you, your spirit guides right here now. Love yourself. I keep telling y'all, a lot of time you're a catalyst to this healing. So a lot of time your healing basically come from him. It come from you going through this pain with him, and he learning from how you do the inner work, and he healed from that. You know, it's like a domino effect. That's how this goes. So the thing about you and your twin flame, y'all energies don't detach. I don't care how long it's been, what you going on. Y'all energies don't detach. Y'all are one soul into one. So if you thinking about him, you might be thinking about him in a negative way. He's still upset with you. If you thinking about him and you thinking about if you thinking about him and there might be these positive feelings going on, you're ready to forgive him. If you forgive him, this gonna open up the doors, opportunity in order for him to come through to request a reunion. He can't request a reunion unless you allow him to. If you don't allow him to, what he gonna do? And you hear the ambulance. You hear the ambulance. So ring the alarm. I'll be down in your arms. I'll be damned if I let me check in your arms. Ring the alarm, Beyonce. Somebody need to hear that because this is your divine masculine, and you know, like you run this, you hold all the power. As long as you keep on holding this power, you good. We ain't done yet. We in this together, honey. Don't wait. I'm coming for you. Hello. Honey, I don't know who divine masculine, but he like, shit, you ain't gotta wait. I'm there. I'm coming for you. Been so long. Don't listen, you baby. Need somebody to go ahead and listen to Been So Long. Get those thoughts. Whatever it is that you think of at that moment of your divine masculine is what he's thinking of you. So if you're coming up with some negative energy, divine masculine ain't quite over you yet. He like, you need to get it together. And number 6, God created humans. Honey, I'm gonna pull out like 2 more cards and then we're gonna get back to that. Your spirit guide telling you to curate it. God created humans, curated. So your spirit guides is letting you know what, I did a reading yesterday and one of the channel messages was when I move, you move, just go harder. It might not have been in that verbatim, but it was definitely that. When I move, you move, just go harder. Hello, spiritual evolution. So somebody divine masculine is like, you curate it, you lead, I follow. I got your back. You lead, I follow. You're dealing with an emperor. A lot of times, when you're dealing with an emperor, that means you're walking into a high priestess energy. So your emperor might be trying to reign a certain control over you. But part of this is you setting your boundaries, because if you don't set your boundaries, it's going to give him the opportunity to really walk over you and to keep on indulging you to the painful experiences that he's experiencing with his karmics. So you got to understand, he still got karmic debt on him. His karmic debt ain't got nothing to do with you. You just became a catalyst to his pain. He didn't even realize you was going to be this serious for him. He just like, she too difficult for me. Hold up. But no, she ain't. I just said that. Karmic attachment. So yeah. So whoever this karmic is basically trying to keep him in this illusion and keep him where he at, because she's so busy lying about what it is that she got going on. I don't know who did this, but one of y'all, and I gotta get that word out of my head. Somebody tell me I need to stop saying Bible thumpers. I'm sorry, I ain't from no religion divinity. In real life, my mother is like from South Dakota. My father is from Oklahoma, and his mother is from Arizona. Honey, we a whole tribe of Indians over here. We ain't got time for that. So I got Genesis 1:31. I don't know what is that decoding, but that is decoding something of humanness. I got it. Leave it there. It's something decoding of humanness. It's something decoding of personal and physical inheritance. So whoever it is I'm talking to, just divine feminine, honey, you got a long lineage of royalty in your family. You got a long lineage of you done been through some heartbreak enough to where every karmic debt or Detachment is almost a feeling of you being stuck, and it's not that. So what this is saying is this is personal and physical inheritance. Personal and physical inheritance is direct links to a divine timing. So whatever it is that you have in thoughts, dreams, intuitions, or visions about, you might need to honor that, and you might need to really place a reflection on those things, because those are the answers to you really navigating towards your life really navigating towards your life path. That's what that is. Divine Masculine said life is happening for a reason. You know what, we were just speaking physical, personal inheritance. Life is happening for a reason. So whoever this is, Divine Masculine got a serious commitment on their hand with you. Divine Masculine like, look, we ain't giving this up. Like, this deeper than what you think it is. This generational. This right here is going to break some generational patterns. It's going to lead you to where you need to be. The thing about this Divine Masculine is he's a little bit more complex than Divine Masculine have been through some things in his past. It was this some, these some things you can't really identify with, in a sense. This is like clinical pattern trauma, to be honest with you. Divine Masculine is really just going through an ego death, and the only reason why he's going through that ego death is because you experienced him to that ego death. Because you was like, hold up, this is where you got me all the way fucked up. I don't know why. Forgive me. I've been going hard into your city. Oh, forgive me. I don't know why, but I just keep hearing that song. I don't know who sing that song, but it's Forgive Me. All the lies, really there. All the time, oh, forgive me. That whatever that song is, I'm projecting from your heartbeat. You might be feeling like you telling your masculine you might be telling your masculine they got you fucked up, but your masculine letting look, you still in my heartbeat. 134. I'm putting out these last 3 cards, then we're going to talk about project. Ooh. Weakness. This is from your Divine Masculine. And then we got number 414. I don't know. You know what? 414. Hold up. And I had just... Yes. 414 is a representation of God created humans. That's where Genesis 1:3-1 is coming from. So Genesis is the beginning of the Old Testament. So this divine feminine that I'm channeling, your divine masculine did a reactionary abuse on you, to where they came out as the victim and you was just reacting childishly, irrationally, in a sense to where they basically victim blame you for this disruption that's been caused into this union that you have. The thing is, your divine masculine, he's going through a phase where he wasn't able to really heal through whatever he was able to heal through before you. Because when he met you, he was at the intel of it. He wasn't able to get through that. So when he met you, he was healing through certain pieces, certain phases, certain cycles of that. That's why you was getting certain ruminating energy, like, hold up. And he was like, I'm conflicted in that. But it wasn't necessarily him feeling that way towards you. It was him projecting his insecurities onto you. So, this divine feminine, your masculine, you're probably at that third stage of like forgiving his ass. Like, Dusty Dan done took you through it two different times before. You about sick of this. You about sick of him. I'm talking about when I say sick of him, honey. You might want to wear a condom because Dusty Dan STD he out here playing. He might even abandon your ass during the time of where it's like detrimental need, like where you probably was going. Y'all might have been talking about kids or anything. It might have been fertility talk. It might have been. It was something on that line of just projecting to a new growth. That Dusty Dan was like, look, let me go ahead and renege on that real quick, because I ain't doing that. I ain't about that life. I ain't ready for that with her. She too serious. But you know what? I'm going to be ready for them because it's easy with them. Just because it's easy don't mean that's where they want to be. That's why Dusty Dan keep ring-a-ding-ding in that line, honey. That's why Dusty Dan keep on knocking at that door. Tell Dusty Dan, go ahead, go on, somebody. Ring that alarm later on. Ring the alarm. I got that channel message earlier. So whoever this is that I'm talking to, life is happening right now. Your divine masculine not going to take accountability because he know that if he have to take accountability, it's going to make him have to look in to how fucked up he is. So right now, you just got to go ahead and do your inner work. At the end of the day, I don't know why y'all sitting there waiting on the apology to heal. Let me tell you something. Get over it. Real quick. I don't know. Get over it. Okay? Whoever this answer. And you know what's so crazy? Because a lot of y'all could probably understand where it is I'm coming from. Because y'all answers probably like, yeah, get the fuck over. I'm over this shit. Try, let's move on to bigger and better height. Let me tell you something. For a lot of y'all who be thinking like, true story. My husband used to think that I was a witch of the dark. I ain't lying. Even before I was having this spiritual awakening, I always been like, no, it's never been a stance outside of I believe in God. It's never been a stance outside of that. And when it came down to, because the thing is, so I'm healthcare, all the way healthcare. When I say all the way healthcare, PhD candidate, got my whole clinic, this is what I do. So holistic spirituality, all that intertwines into what it is that I'm doing. I deal with HIV. I dealing with wound care. I'm dealing with people who have some social behavior disruptions due to risky sexual behavior. And a lot of the times, that's what it's coming from. Risky sexual behavior. It's coming from being broken. It's coming from, oh, I don't understand. He just don't love me enough. You need that daddy love. Man, look, let me tell you. The only way masculine is going to come to you is when you decide, look, I don't need none of that. I just need this man to get his shit together. I need him to come and be in alignment with me. When he come and be in alignment with me, then we could do it. If not, keep it moving. Like a lot of y'all be sitting there waiting for this apology for the heal. I don't know what it is that you waiting for, but let me tell you something. If you love him enough to let him go. If you really love him enough to let him go. You let him go is significant to knowing how serious this personal power, this personal freedom is. Masculine gonna be like, hold up, she let me go that quick, man, let me get my shit together because I need to be in that energy. You're the one for him. He knows you're the one for him. You don't know you're the one for him. That's why he keep playing with you like that, keep ring-a-ding-dinging your ass along. But until then, y'all have a good one. You know what?